Get out of here!
All golf, all day, every day.
Gotta get loose.
You were up by 9 strokes after the first 2 holes. You're probably going to want a little differentiation. Not a word, but
Cut that part out of the podcast.
Somebody give me something to drink.
I'm going to slap that smile right off your face, Blake. These aren't stupid questions.
And it's the Ridge Golf Podcast brought to you by Partabs, www.partabs.com. Big news, fellas. I was thinking about, well, Brady's not here, for one. He's busy. And two, I was thinking about what Jordan said last week, and I think this might be our last podcast.
This one right here.
This one is right here without Brady.
Yeah, well, that's his problem. Yeah, it just the viewership is good, but not great.
Not increasing.
Not increasing, and it's getting to be summertime, and it's hard enough for us to get this together. And
Stagnant.
yeah, and I'm gonna focus more on the shorts because I guess I didn't tell you guys this. So I got some notifications from the Ridge Golf YouTube page that putt video where the people hit the booze, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what happened, if it got kicked, the algorithm kicked it up again, but in the last 28 days, it's got 639,000 views.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Because there's a woman in it.
probably,
Most likely.
most likely.
So we just need to find women.
I think it's easier to do the podcast.
And let them do the
Oh, shit.
podcast.
Yeah.
Uh,
Just keep it Ridge. Just change all of us to females.
in
I think
total, that video has 3.7 million views.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's decent. Yeah.
Yep. So I got the carburetor video that's putting a new carburetor in the bar car, and then I'm just going to keep taking a bunch more shorts and then focus on that. Actually, make a par tab video this year. We should probably do that. Put that up.
Did you actually switch the carburetor yet?
Not yet. Nope. Have not done that. Been very busy.
I'm convinced you're not going to do it. Someday you're going to be like, so Alex, I'm bringing that par car back, and you should put a new carburetor in it.
By the way, can I borrow your trailer?
No. No.
It's not wintertime anymore.
It's stored for summer.
But also too, if podcast does pick up again, you know, what do they call that? Delayed response or whatever. We can always pick it back up. And then also, all the old episodes will be, I don't know if they'll be on Spotify still, but they'll definitely all be on YouTube. So you can go back and check all that out.
And the website.
And the website. That's true too. Yes.
Yeah.
They're all on the Ridge Golf website.
This could be a winter sport, really, if like we wanted it to be.
Yeah, maybe pick it back up in the wintertime, possibly. Yeah, talk about all our experiences throughout the summer.
Yeah. Speaking of experiences, want to talk about all four of us golfing last week? It's just funny. Brady's not here, so we can really dog on him, but
I don't have much to dog on with him.
I do. But who's the winner? Who won again? It was close.
It was me.
No,
It was Alex by
You didn't forget that. You knew that.
I know you golfed a lot better than I thought, or than I wanted you to. That's for
Was
sure.
that driver you sold me?
And yeah, he's gonna take that back now.
I think
I
I
did.
crushed.
Yeah, you played pretty well. I will give you that.
Putting is still my struggle. Forever will be my struggle.
True. Do you use a pitching wedge?
Me?
Yes.
Almost exclusively.
Wait a minute. No. Sorry. Do you have any
driver.
wedges? And do you have any wedges besides the pitching wedge? Do you have like a 60?
I got the lob.
He's got a loft wedge. So it'd be a 60, yeah.
Yeah. Do you use that?
No. Like, I'll do that if I'm just short of the green, maybe. But other than that, it's my pitching wedge all the time.
You're more of a bump and run guy, I noticed.
100%. I think we've talked about this like 86 episodes ago.
Probably.
Pump run every time. I'm not for those rainbow shots that just magically stop. I'm
Well,
more
yeah.
like, hey, if I hit it to this part of the green, it'll roll probably really close to that pin.
Sometimes that works.
Yeah. I'm not saying that's an exact science.
Not with us.
Yeah.
But God, I was disgusted in myself. Oh my God. I couldn't blame it on the weather. Couldn't blame it on the wind. I just, God Almighty, it pissed me off so bad what I was doing.
I was getting in your head too.
No, it wasn't that. It was.
That was some of it.
Another
No.
miscount. I mean,
Yeah.
That was an
Count
accident.
gate.
That was an accident.
And the funny thing is, you'd be a perfect politician. You got 3 of the 4 of you were on your side. Well, no, I mean technically you got 2 of them on your side. And I was like, no, I'm like, let's recount this, boys. Like, and then do. And also it's like, oh yeah. I was like, you
Come on.
motherfucker.
I just don't pay attention to other people's shots like Alex does.
Nah,
I got to worry about my own.
I refuse to let myself cheat because I told myself, like, if I keep doing that, like if I was to do that, you're not improve. Why even play to improve?
Speaking of cheating, how do you play with Brady then?
It's true.
He cheats.
Yeah, between
Yeah.
But like if I was to golf with just Brady, like where it's more competitive with you guys, I don't play serious with it. It's just me and Brady or Cody, because Cody's kind of that way too. They're all about getting their money's worth, and it's like, okay, what? Like today, I'm not going to, because what's the point of trying to be competitive today? But if it's anybody else, see, like you guys or Spencer or somebody, it's like I have to try today.
yeah,
And try you did. You pretty handily beat all of us.
I did all right. I had some nice shots.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't have too many terrible ones, but it's the putting. It's these 3 putts every fucking time.
oh, those are the worst. It is, and I will say the greens were not soft at all. I mean, I was lobbing some pretty good ones, and they would just roll. They would hit, no divot was left, and they would just roll and roll.
I'm pretty sure that's what Brady said. He's like, thank gosh the ground's so hard because these are really helping my shots today.
Yeah. Also, the multiple drives off the tee and then pocket balls was helping him as well. Oh yeah, and then missing most of the 16th because he had to go to the bathroom.
Not counting his drops, all those.
Yeah. I always like what his advice is after the drive. He's like, you should just tee that up. It's always solid advice. Middle of the fairway.
Those par threes I was doing pretty good at. I do have my 7 through 9 pretty well dialed in. I do pretty decent at those.
Now it's just the rest. Driving, short game, counting.
Oh my god, dude, that one that I
Twice.
had,
Three times.
that one shot I had with my 3-wood, and it went 90 degrees and rolled back on
almost
the hill.
behind you.
I'm gonna say it was behind me. The ball landed. I didn't even hit anything like a tree. It just was such a terrible shot that it went straight up in the air, hit, and then rolled farther back.
Good times. Good times.
Well,
I hate that game.
But yeah,
and it
you
was
love it.
awfully windy that day, although it's been windy a lot of the days.
It has been.
Yeah, Brady showed up. Brady showed up in shorts. He regretted that decision pretty quickly, I think.
Mhm.
He debated on bringing the whatever he had, like a little jacket or windbreaker or whatever he had on.
Yeah, he was just
He
going
was
to
like, I wasn't going to do that. Like, boy, I'm glad, because I didn't have anything extra for him.
I'd rather have it like that than hot as balls.
Yeah, that's true.
Last night was pretty nice.
Oh yeah. So how did Jordan's officially in golf league now with the big swingers? How's that?
It went all right. I shot a 51, I think. We just do 9.
Sure.
A decent, couple bad holes, but a lot better. I think last year, the last time I played, I shot like a 62. So pretty good improvement. And then also because of my handicap, like where you're just matched up 1v1 against the other team or a guy on the other team, and it's match play. So I got 16.5 points out of 27 points off him.
Nice. So as you play on the same course in the same 9, does your handicap adjust after so many games?
They just figured out on some of the harder holes. So it's a difference in. So I was a 14 handicap, and the guy I was playing against was a 9 handicap. So I got 5 strokes spread out through the 9 holes.
Sure.
So on 5 of the harder holes, I get a stroke. So there was a par 5. The third hole is a par 5. So if I got a 6 on that hole, technically I got a 5 because that guy was giving me strokes. So and
Right.
whatever he got was what his score was. But I get an extra stroke. Yes, I know what I'm saying and stroking.
What
We're all thinking it.
I'm saying, like, as you play throughout the league, and let's say you continually get better, does your handicap go from whatever it is, like 15 to 10 or to?
Yeah, it'll lower. Yeah, if I keep golfing better and better, it'll progressively get lower. So I don't want to be doing too good, 'cause then
Yeah.
just lose all my advantage there. But it went all right, and it was nice. I was worried it was going to be cold as shit because yesterday it was cold and cloudy and windy all during the day. And as soon as I got to the course, the sun came out, the wind kind of died down, and it was pretty decent.
You played a front nine or back nine?
Front nine.
Ah, cool.
Yep. So yeah, it was a good time. Got 6 more months of it. So
That's a lot of golf.
yeah.
Oh lordy, that's a lot of golf. We
I
got
should. Ideally, I will be hopefully better by the end of it, but we don't know that.
You should be. I don't know. I always progress. Like by September, ain't worth a shit. I think I used my good game a couple weeks ago, and then
There's like a high point in the middle of the summer where I think I'm doing probably the best I'll ever do, and then it kind of trails off at the end of the year.
And now we got our big Galena golf trip coming up, and I'm
Couple
rated
weeks.
higher than you, and I don't like that.
Oh, it sucks for you, huh? I
You
was
feel-
so close to being a 4, and then we had a new guy come in.
Oh, you got
So that-
kicked up to a 3?
That bumped me up to a 3. So
Oh, so you're with me then, eh?
we
Oh.
played the first day against you. The 3s and
Damn.
4s play against 3s and 4s. So it's you and Dan on your team versus
Yeah.
me and Josh.
Oh boy. Well, if Josh keeps playing like he has been, that might actually be a pretty even matchup.
I'm gonna make him get out and start hitting some balls and get him tuned in since he's on my team this year.
Yeah, and we'll see. It'll all be fun. It'll be fun.
It is a good time, and now we'll hopefully have a trophy made for it. So
Yep, I'm gonna get working on that. Alex, you almost had. Well, you couldn't commit to all of them, but man, you were almost in for the whole weekend.
Did I commit to one?
No, they needed somebody to fill in for all 3 days.
yeah,
Yeah, I got a lot of irons in the fire.
you ain't got shit going on.
I gotta build a fucking burn pit for my wife.
A bird
Literally,
pit?
literally.
Yeah.
Huh?
She wants to throw my body in it and burn me. Apparently, I don't.
That is gonna be a big pit.
Nice. She knowing how our projects go, we'll probably be busy with that all summer. So
So you're talking like a fire pit?
yeah, that's what I meant. I couldn't
You
think of fire.
You don't want
Tricky
people over
word.
at your house. What are you
I
talking
don't. I said to her, I'm like, that's a perfect incentive for people to come over. Why are we doing that? And she wants the aesthetic of wanting people over, not the actual result. So
I see.
So
yeah.
this is a private fire pit. I don't want any pictures on Facebook.
Well, I can see her sending out the group Snapchats being like having a fire. Like I could just be laying in bed, I'd get it. And she'd be like having a fire at our place at like 9. I'd be like, yeah, I ain't going to that.
I'll be in bed.
Where's that?
She wants like a whole fancy one too. It's got, of course, it just can't be a hole in the ground. It's got to be stone, rock, and
landscaped and all nice and purty.
yeah, I hate about that life.
Can't you just get an old tractor rim there?
That's what we did in our first house.
Yeah,
But that wasn't elegant enough. And guess how many times we used that?
none.
Once,
To burn cardboard or something?
something like that.
Yeah, I got one. I know. That's the first thing we did when we moved in was build one of those. I burn a lot of crap in it, but no social gatherings at all.
I've sat around it a couple times.
We do, but sometimes when you're over, is that Rubik's or something? And it was like 97 degrees outside. They're like, we should have a
No.
fire. I'm like, absolutely not. We should go inside where it's 70.
No. God, no.
Yeah. I used to go out there by myself and drink at like 1 a.m.
Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're the person that parents tell their kids to stay away from.
I live out in the middle of nowhere. It's fine.
Case in point.
Yeah.
You don't trust outsiders.
I don't. I live on a dead end. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to tell you. I don't want to give out too much information.
His address is redacted.
Redacted.
One of the TikToks I made, it's my and you'd have to know my brother-in-law, but he made a account. It's called Pill Cosby, and he commented on my video, and I didn't know who it was at first when he did that, and all the first comment was from him, and it said, "What's your social security number?" I was like, "Who comments?" I had no idea it was him for like 2 weeks. And I think I was talking about it at work. He's like, "Oh yeah, by the way, that's me." I'm like, "Dude." And I think I commented that on one of Blake's videos actually too.
You did. First
Yeah.
comment. What's your social security number?
What's your social security number?
Nice. Yeah. Speaking of golf too, Jordan and I are going to hit up the old Pin Seekers this weekend.
Yep, I'll get to check it out, see what all the hubbub's about, the bankruptcy and stuff, you know.
It's still rocking, still open, so that's good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I need some practice. Oh boy, I actually did go out this afternoon with some foam balls and my 3-iron. Like, just dial it in. There's no dialing it in. I was chunking it. I was on top of it. I was frustrated.
Frustrating.
Oh, it is. I just think about snapping that damn thing, so I don't ever have to use it.
You should get some hybrids. They work real nice.
I should. I do. I have one. I'm afraid to use that one too.
Why?
I don't know.
They're
It's
so
all-
much easier to hit than those long irons.
Yeah, that's my hybrid's a little squirrely. It goes a little
Squirrely.
goes left, goes right. I go, I'll just aim to the left, and then it goes straight.
Yeah, it's the club's fault, isn't it?
It's unpredictable. Alex, you use that driving iron much anymore?
He doesn't need to with all those long drives he's hitting with his driver.
That's
What'd
true.
you ask?
I said, you using that driving iron anymore?
Yeah, once in a while.
Did you use it last time we went out?
No, not once actually.
I was gonna say, I don't think you had any bad drives, so I don't think you should have had to have. Maybe
No,
on
there
a
really
couple of
wasn't.
long
There
holes.
wasn't a super big need for it, and actually after that, the 2 times I did need to use it, I actually ended up using my 3-wood.
See.
What about hole number 10? Would that have been a good one for that for you?
Don't even remember what that looked like.
That's the one. That's the one.
Oh yes. No, because I can't get nearly the distance with that. Actually, the club that you got me, it would have been close, but it definitely wouldn't have went as far.
I mean, it's a long par 3, but
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Wait,
don't-
hole 10? Hole 10's that far one. That's like a par 5.
no.
he's
Oh,
talking
no,
about
no.
hole 10 at Dodge Point. That was
Let me think. Oh, no. That yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. I was thinking of the next hole actually. Yeah, that would have been actually probably a good one. I'm pretty sure the last couple times we went there, I actually used that for that hole.
You guys, you and Brady both pulled out your drivers for that hole.
Yep. For me, it's fine. I don't have the power that most people have.
It's interesting.
Interesting.
Since
Same.
this is the last episode, shouldn't we have like a 2-year in review?
Sure.
Whatever. Yeah. What do you want?
Oh, whatever.
What do you want to review?
I don't know. What did you like? What you hate? What do
all
you
the
think the
good
people
times.
liked? What do you think they hate?
Oh, I like the trivia.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, I think we should have doubled down on that.
Actually,
We could have.
I was thinking about doing a TikTok series of just like random golf fact number 1, and then laying out trivia, and then just keep doing that like every couple days.
Well, if you were gonna do something like that, like I would like make a video based around that trivia. You know,
Yeah.
like I don't know what would be.
Still brainstorming here.
Hold on, I'm trying to Google and talk amongst yourselves. I cannot multitask to save my life.
No, it was a good 2 years. Well, over 2 years, almost 2.5 years actually.
Oh, okay. Shut up. This said before the use of tees, it was common to use sand. I remember us talking about that. So you can make a video where you tried it with sand instead.
Right.
You know,
Or
Yeah.
use like animal bones as your tee also.
yeah.
Isn't
Like
that
these are actually the ideas. This is what you should make videos off of.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. It's a lot easier than this. It doesn't take up a half hour.
something- you never know. That video might take a while to set up. And
what?
you got to wrangle 3 other hooligans to get here in a
That's
timely
true.
fashion.
What would take a while to make?
No,
video.
just saying, scheduling you two or scheduling all of us together to try to do this is hard as well.
Oh, well, you don't need us for that one. I mean, you find
I'm not-
yourself in the bunker all the time. Just pile up a
He's-
thing of sand and just use it.
He's
Talking
comparing. He's comparing to making the video and the podcast.
Oh, I see.
he
Yeah.
could make the video in probably less time than it would to do the podcast, and also
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, like I mean, and you have a long list of like just random videos you could make about golf trivia. Like,
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna start doing. But no, it was good. 2.5 years. Used to be just me and Jordan. We started in October of 23.
22, 23, something like that.
Yeah, and then man, doing it every week. We've actually only missed like 2 weeks.
Just 2 times, yeah.
2 times. One was I was stuck in Montana without any internet, and the other time I was dying of the flu. Yeah, of
Sickness.
Christmas.
Yeah, so it's just on you, Blake. I mean, everyone else was good to go. Just
You,
you
some of
and your
Jordan,
problems. I've missed one, I think. Haven't I missed
yeah.
one?
Jordan's missed one, but usually it's maybe Alex or Brady. But no, yeah, it was good. It's actually very hard to keep talking about golf every week.
Yeah.
I did like
as our audience has probably realized.
yeah.
I feel like they've enjoyed our other talk than golf.
Riffing.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes
Yeah, we're
it can
by
be a little
no
stale,
means
but
experts. It's just talking about golf.
Well, and the occasional food.
whatever makes Alex happy.
Yeah, dude.
Food.
I love food.
Yeah. Oh,
We
I
could
did-
stop this one and start a food podcast.
Might as well.
Yeah. I did like our Jeopardy episodes too.
Yeah, Jeopardy was good. I like those.
Bullshit episodes. That's what those were.
Oh my god, dude, that was funny when trying to read you guys when they actually had like the actual Jeopardy board populated and stuff. That was pretty funny.
Mhm.
Actually, all the trivia ones were pretty funny.
Yeah, people love trivia. That's why I said like those. If you made videos based around trivia, I think they would do well.
Yeah,
People like fun facts.
yeah, they do.
They like to be the office kind of references the actually man or woman. Like they love to catch someone slip up and then be like, well, actually, they used to use sand as teas, not whatever. People love being that person.
Alex really holds on to that sand teeth. The one thing he
The
learned. during
only
this
one I
podcast.
read. It's the only one I read.
Only one he
Um,
knows.
Let's see. I'm too tired to.
There's also
look
stuff
up
I've heard. Like Jordan informed me that grounding your club in the bunker was not. You can't be doing that. I had no idea. I dig a trench behind that ball every time.
Yeah, you can't do that, or you're not supposed to. Like, I wouldn't be able to do it in league. So,
Yeah. Oh, I know what I got to bring up before we end this. So, like my first year of golf, you have to understand, I didn't know anything about it. I didn't really know what clubs to use for the yardages. I didn't know any of the rules. I didn't know any of the lingo. So, please keep an open mind when I tell you this.
I think I know where you're going here.
What is that?
I just go ahead.
All right. So then when I'd land on the green and I would putt close to the hole, if somebody says that's a gimme, I never counted that stroke, the gimme stroke. Because I'm like, oh, they're just counting that as in. So my scores were probably, 9 above, or they were, I
That's
should have been 9 above than what they were.
shocking to no one that you shave strokes.
That's exactly where I thought you were going with that. Because I think I just told that story to somebody not that long ago that you right away when you first started golfing that you didn't realize that when somebody says you can have it or that's a gimme, that you still have to count the stroke of you making it or attempting it.
Right.
They're just assuming that you're going to make it.
Yeah.
And anyone that makes fun of you for that, also at some point or other, everyone didn't know that. Like you had to play the game to know all the rules of that game.
Right.
Like if you don't play, you don't know.
Right.
Yeah, that's it's not, like golfing with my wife and the ball cruises past the hole. She just goes, "Oh, that was in. That's supposed to be in," and then doesn't.
I'm counting that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, she drives me nuts playing with her too.
Yeah, I just kind of, was just driving down the road and that popped in my head. I'm like, oh, I used to do that. But
think-
I know.
I think it was me and Alex that were talking about it on the way back from golf that day. So I think I brought that up or I thought of that. I think I told Alex
maybe.
about that.
Yeah. We talked about life, feelings,
How I cheat.
Love, hate.
apparently.
Women.
how Blake cheats.
That was 90% of the time right there.
Yeah. Like, you believe that guy? Fucking.
Can you believe he tried to give himself a 6 when he had a 7? Can you believe that?
Not that it would have helped him anyway. I kicked his ass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't remember how much I beat you by, but I think I would have been fine.
It might have
What-
been close to 10 strokes. I think it
Usually all it takes. You know what I'm saying?
That it wasn't intentional. It was on a hole 7 anyway, so it's not like I was going to win that 9.
Yeah. Well,
You know,
still gotta
that's-
keep you honest.
It's a slippery slope, Blake. You could
It
have
is.
done it on that hole, and if you got away with it, maybe you did it on every hole after that.
That's why, dude. I just really I don't count. I don't drive the golf
We
cart.
know that.
I'm just chill, dude. Just chill. I have a feeling.
Okay. Oh,
Well, I was gonna say I did look at some of my partners in Galena this year. I think I might be having to drive a golf cart once or twice, maybe.
I'm going to tell Dan that you have to drive when you're paired up with him.
Oh, that's gonna be between me and Dan deciding who's gonna drive. That's gonna be a tough one because I don't think we either.
Well, he's not going to run to the cart, so I mean, if you get in the passenger side, you guys have a race. He's not going to put that much effort into it.
No, that's true.
No,
That's
what the real race is going to be is whoever one of us gets to the house first. You sprint to the house and you find a single bed room with one single bed in it, and you stay in there and do not leave it.
This is been thinking about this because last year we were upstairs and yeah, the guy that had the second bed was snoring, which I could deal with. But also
And-
we were upstairs, it's hot as shit too.
Mhm.
But also downstairs has a pool table and like foosball table and shit. So that's loud as fuck when you're trying to go to sleep and everybody's up at like 2 a.m. But it's cold down there.
Yes.
Which is so either we have to find one upstairs single bed and then make sure we crank the AC upstairs on
Just open a window, crack a window or something.
too. But as long as you and me are comfortable. Jordan, last year, because you went to bed fairly early. And then I went to bed right behind you. And then the guy that was there in the second bed was still downstairs partying. And then I walk in, and then I know you like to put something on the TV just so you can go to sleep. And I look at the TV, I'm like, oh, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
dude,
It is
that's a
it is
good
a-
movie.
That is a good movie,
I
but
don't know what you're
also,
laughing about. I like that movie.
I had no choice. It was an Airbnb, and all that TV had parental locks on it. Like I didn't know the code. I couldn't find the code anywhere, and so I literally could only watch children's shows. And so I picked that one, and I thought it was a good choice. But also, if you would have left that TV on, I maybe would have been able to sleep more through the night instead of hearing a CPAP machine and snoring all night long.
I know that's the problem, though. I can't sleep with the TV on. I need it like, well, I need it quiet, but I also need it like pitch black. But I was like, can't
Dude,
sleep.
there's so much noise coming from our bedroom when we go to sleep. It's thunderstorms and fans. Like, we can't sleep without it. There's such thing as being too quiet to sleep.
We've got a fan going.
Yeah.
I usually don't need a TV going, or I don't necessarily want a TV going. So I'm gonna this year I'm gonna bring down a portable fan.
That's a good idea. I was going to say that. It's a very
and
good
then
idea.
have that going, so at least there's some white noise going on. Because the last 2 years I haven't slept for shit down there.
Yeah, it's not my fault either.
No, it isn't. It's our other people that are in the room that say they don't snore and snore loud as hell.
Yeah, a week golfing and B&Bs must suck.
A week? It's 2
Well,
nights.
That's a week.
That yeah, I sleep like a vampire. I don't move. I don't snore. I don't do anything. But
You do some things. You fart.
I do. Oh, farted myself awake, and I knew he was awake. Like, oh,
I also, since we were brothers, I know you do one thing in your sleep, and I do the same thing. We're mouth breathers when we sleep, so it's just wide open, just like it's Kylie hates it. She's like, "Oh my gosh, you're mouth breathing! Please stop it!" I'm like, "Yeah, you're just telling me to stop breathing is all you're telling me to do because I can't do it just through my nose.
if I don't, I'll die.
I'll die." Yeah. So that's I think part of the reason we have the fans going too.
Yeah, bring fan. I might bring a fan as well, so we have 2 of those babies going at the same time.
Yeah, and I imagine we're probably gonna get stuck in a room with somebody else too, because there wasn't that many rooms with just one bed in it. I think there was two, maybe. So there's a chance that we're probably gonna get stuck with somebody else. So we're definitely gonna have to remember to bring that fan.
Yeah, but I'm looking forward to it. I need to go. It's a trip where you just have to golf and that's it. And you can't do anything else because you're stuck there at locations. You don't have to worry about anything else. Pretty relaxing.
Yep, it's a good time.
I just before we go quick, I was just looking at the Rich Golf YouTube. The most popular episode on here was 117. I get we get listeners from different whatever, but this one had 28 views.
Yeah.
And it was Super Bowl and waste management was the episode.
Yeah. And then we get shorts that get 3,000,000.6
Yeah.
views.
The algorithm's tough.
It is. But who knows? Like I said, if she kicks back, we might get back on here and talk about some stuff. So
Or like I said, if the winter time comes around and we're bored, might throw out a few episodes here and there. Who knows?
yeah, if you're a subscriber on the YouTube, you'll get notified. So yeah, like I said, maybe once a month or once every couple months. We got nothing going on. But thanks for listening. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Yeah, reach out. Maybe hang out with us once in a while.
Get on that Twitter.
Yeah, how they reach? How they gonna reach out to us?
Oh, they got a lot of irons in the fire.
Yeah.
I just can't really stand being on social media, honestly. Like I realize that's what we're trying to do here, but
This is where we're trying to make our living,
it's that part of it where it's just like, I don't know, posting something that's edgy or good. It's just, I mean, people get it. It's tough.
Yeah.
Internet personalities. I've watched some documentaries on it, dude. Like that kind of screws up some people's too. Like the ones that really dig deep into that. Like, yeah, I don't think it's everything they thought it would be.
No, I just want to do it on the leisure.
Yeah.
So, all right, fellas. Well, thanks for hopping on.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
We'll see you around.
Get out of here!